Hmm. We have not had that long.
friends, it's Shauna here, and I'm going to make some sticky snacks. It's game day. What happens if you're not in the mood to cook some sticky snackies? Well, it's going to be popcorn to the rescue. In the mood to cook some sticky snackies? Well,
And hey guys, all right, so welcome to our Move Into Leadership call number 4. I can't believe this is our last call together for this month, but so much has happened this month. So many people are moving and grooving. We have some promotions coming up, which is so exciting. But I want to find out, we were talking a little bit, but some of you are really getting your month started strong because we're using that 4-1-2-3 format where we're doing the last week of the month. Those shows go into the first week of your next month. So that really starts you strong. So then that way you are already green by 15, which is great. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. Answer the one that you like. Either what is your biggest takeaway from last week, or discuss how you felt about continuing to reach out to contacts, writing those down and tracking those. What have you noticed has been a great improvement, or what has been an aha for you during that? And let's see, what about, we'll just do those two. The other questions we can kind of reach out later, but out of those two, what have you guys found? If you guys would share, at least one of you guys, using tracking or your biggest takeaway from last week. And I don't know if Jess, if you're able to chat or if you can unmute.
I'll go. So I wasn't here last week. It was my mom's birthday, but the tracking of your calls,
Yeah.
it works. Every time I do it, it works. It's just that I need to be more consistent in doing it. Because sometimes I'll go nilly-willy and I said, oh, I sent out all these messages, but then I forgot who I sent the messages to. And then I have to just kind of keep scrolling to like, oh, what was our last conversation?
Yeah.
So tracking works.
Keeps you organized, keeps you.
Yes.
Yeah. And then do you just write it in a notebook or do you do computer? How do you keep track?
I have it on a notebook because
Okay.
I work on my work computer. Shh, don't tell nobody. So I have that one. I have that. I have my phone, and then I have my portable drive, and I have my laptop. So I have so many different devices that a notebook is just better for me.
Okay. And that's it. And so that, yeah, so just number them which week and just keep your books so you can always refer back and have tons of leads to follow up with. I like it.
Yes.
Good job. Okay. Anybody else have anything to share before we move on? No. Okay. I do. I'm going to just spring this on you, Leticia. I'm springing this on you. So you just recruited your 5th person. Yes. Yes. You're muted now. There you go.
Yes. Yes.
So you will be promoting next month. So I know.
Well, so that I'll promote in August, or because I'll have 5 right now today, but they don't all have 150. So next month they will all have 150. So then it means I promote in August, right?
August 1st is your promotion date. Yep. So excited. So want to share with us? I know everybody, yay! So want to share with us kind of like your feelings so far, how you've been recruiting, how did you do this? What has been some successes for you? Share so that others can also take your lead.
I think I'm kind of selling the kit itself as just like a great deal and an opportunity for them to get tons of Pampered Chef, and the business is theirs to make what they want of it. It'll give them always an option for extra income, you know, whether they don't think they want to work the business right now or not. It always kind of provides them an option. I have a couple that intend to work the business, and then I have a couple that kind of are like the product. And so then it's like, well, at least you'll be able to support your own purchasing and like some immediate, you may not want to do a party right now, but you'll be able to like help your friends and family that want to order. And as they get into it, maybe they'll decide to do parties. But that's kind of what some of the lady that that joined today, she just wanted all the stuff because she loves the product.
Yeah. And then for your lady that just signed up, her doing her launch party, setting that up for her so that she starts this Friday.
So she's the one, she's not on social media.
Okay.
And she's the one I did the Zoom party for
Yeah. Okay.
on Saturday. And so she just, so she feels that like her not being on social media is a barrier and she doesn't really want to go on social media. So, so I don't know what to do with her, but I got one booking from her and from her show. I think one or two, I have to go back and look, but, so she's like, well, you could do them. She's like, I don't really want to. So I'm going to put some orders on her to get her to green. To the 150.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give a recommendation on that?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing that for, so I have a girl who supposedly just signed up to be a kidnapper, and I got one booking off of her. So I did her launch party, and then when she got a booking, I said, I'll do the party for you also. So I'm running the party for her. This girl, her host is like a rock star, so I know she's going to be green by 15, like July 1st. So maybe you can run a party for her too, and just have her create the party, shoot you over the link, and you just do the script.
Yeah, no, that's what I had offered to do for her. I guess I got to see if since I did a Zoom party, I don't know if like her guests want a Zoom party as well, or if they're on Facebook.
Would she do a Zoom party herself?
I don't know.
And the nice thing is that you could do it together.
Yeah.
So she could be there talking, sharing. You could do the food part, or she could do the food part and you can talk. So since Zoom is so broad and people can be there from anywhere, you could do it together.
Yeah.
So we will make this work. And so the nice thing about it is if they're into the products, the fast track rewards, that may really be a carrot that they may want to reach for, because they could get these products based on sales that they can get from catalog shows, fundraisers.
Yeah, she actually really wants the knives, and she was debating on buying it like as a half price item. And so, that might be something. She's supposed to call me back after she finishes getting her order together.
Beautiful. Yeah. So for her, I would say, don't buy it, get it for free.
Yeah.
So let's definitely help you do that, because there's other avenues versus social media. If she's definitely never going to do it, texting parties, fundraisers, wedding showers, registries.
Yeah.
There's other ways that she can do parties without having to be on Facebook. So very exciting. So yay. So she'll be green director team by the week 2. And then all her team, hopefully by 15. So you'll be director before the 15th, just like Mary was. So yes, so exciting, guys. All right, so we are cheering for you, my friend. You're so excited. Thank you for sharing. But what I want to do is every time we get together, we always want to talk about the mindset, right? We have to have a mindset of positive, of what's the other word I was thinking of? Matter of fact, this is what's happening. It's not of maybe or what if or anything. So the last director call, as we this is our final one, so it's just so crazy, but it's exciting that we have all these successes that are within our group, and we are on the sidelines, we're cheering for you. But make sure that you guys in that group that we have, the Move into Leadership June, share what's going on, share how you're doing if you have your questions, because that group is still for you guys. We still are working from that group to help you grow and to help you promote. So continue to utilize that group as your source of support, because everybody in that group is working toward the same goal. So you guys always want to go there and do that. But what this little time mindset moment is about, comparison is the thief of joy. And so we talked a little bit about this last week, but I'm going to continue on that, because I always want you guys to be thinking of, you are in this for your own reasons. You have your own personal goals. And when you see someone else doing something really successful and you're like, oh man, they did that. And so it could defeat you or deflate your excitement if you're thinking that you need to be just like someone else. Where you are your own person. You can't be like someone else. They can't be like you. You have your own path. You have your own vision. You have to go toward what you want and work that path. So kind of blinders. You can be excited for others, but you have a focus of what you want And that's what we want to keep you focused on, is being excited about your successes and your journey, so that your joy is, is yours. So some of you have reached or are very close to reaching big goals. So Leticia next month for director. Michelle, you are working on that with your team, with your mega party for everybody to be working together. And others have really strong schedules in their shows, and some are needing to still do more. So you have your own goals of what you're wanting to do. Reach out and we can help you get there. So if you're still struggling with bookings, what can you do to get bookings? What are you wanting to try? What are you willing to try? If you're doing great, shows aren't what you need to focus on. Maybe it's more on recruiting or qualifying consultants, or so whatever you are needing, your weaknesses at the moment, we'll say, or something that you aren't as strong in. That's what you need to ask help for. Okay, got off track. But some of you might be comparing your successes to that of others in this group. My message to you is we all bloom in our own time. The gardeners plant flowers in the spring. Some sprout and bloom in a matter of days, and others bloom in months, and others in the fall. And they're all beautiful. So what I want you guys to know, to think about, is what are you most proud of? Okay? How have you bloomed? And I want you all to share one thing. Okay? What did you learn from each other in this group? Did you feel confident about your strengths in one area and perhaps discover that there were others you still wanted to work on? So just know that those are normal things, to always have strengths and weaknesses. And blooming in your own time is what you need to keep focused on. So we want you guys to share what you're most proud of and how you have bloomed in an area of your business. So I want you guys to take a moment and think about and share what you guys are most proud of. So while you're thinking, I'm going to read this to you. Always remember that comparison is the thief of joy. Every minute you spend wishing you had something someone else has is a minute you rob yourself of the joy of your own life. When we find ourselves comparing our success to other successes, we can fall into dangerous self-limiting beliefs. You will have so much more peace and joy when you focus on your own journey and let other successes fuel you rather than sideline you. So let yourself off the hook. You don't need to be anybody else. Be proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. The only comparison you should make is to yourself. Have your skills improved? Have you grown as a person? Are you further along than you were when you started? So that's what we want to celebrate, is where you're at and where your journey is taking you. So have you guys thought about what you're most proud of in your business? Anybody want to share?
I'll share.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very proud of the team that I've built really recently, just out of nowhere. And we're going to do over $50,000 this month. My team, like, what is that? I'm so blown away by that, because last month we did like $36,000 and thought that was amazing. And I was like, maybe we can do it again. I had no idea. And who knows who's going to submit what between now and the last day of the month. We might blow past 50.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
fabulous, girl.
That's insane to me, because I just remember a couple months ago telling my husband, like, well, I'll be able to at least do the 5,000 to, keep me a director team, and so that way if the other girls don't do much, it's okay, because I'll cover the 5. And now it's like 50? They're outselling me. I have one girl that did 15 alone. So that's just awesome. I'm very proud of that. I know that's not like personally me, but I'm
Your
just
proud mama moment.
Yeah.
I have those all the time. Very cool. Mary, you want to share? Can you unmute?
Unmute. There you go. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I didn't really join this call. I'm just here to observe and watch and learn, because this is
I
all
know.
new to me.
But you're here.
But what I'm most proud of is that I've sort of given up on trying to be perfect and having everything perfect. And I'm sort of just going with it and doing what I can and helping everybody along the way and not looking for perfection, because that was a big thing for me to try to let go of that. And so I'm excited about that. And the team is growing, and I'm glad to see everybody succeeding, and I'm just helping everybody who I can.
You're doing really good at it, my friend.
So I'm just learning all of this and taking all this in, this whole directorship part of it. So
Yeah.
still doing baby steps in that. But I just follow your lead, girl.
Hey. And I'm learning as we go. Because the company keeps bringing out new stuff, so I have to learn new things too. So
Right.
we're learning together.
And that's the thing, that don't get set on doing something a certain way, or because things are constantly changing. You sort of have to go with the flow. I'm telling everyone as they're trying to navigate Facebook and Facebook parties that, you're going to learn all this, and next week Facebook could change everything, and we're going to start all over and have to learn merch stuff. So just let it go and keep going and do what you can, and that's it.
Exactly. You have to be able to go with the flow.
Yeah.
If you have it set in your mind that it's going to be like this and always like this, you're going to start struggling because it changes so fast. Yeah. So you're doing good. You've had some major growth moments, my friend.
So
Yeah.
good.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle, you want to share what you're most proud of?
I've been trying to think. I don't know how to articulate it into words. The whole mindset of comparing myself to others, and the doubt, and that when is it, it's like the woe is me, when is it going to happen to me? And what I discovered the most out of all of this through it is just like, not even so much in building relationships with your host and your guests and customers, it's the building the relationship that we have within our own team. That and reaching out when I've always been really good, like if you need help, you reach out to me and I'll be there to help. That I was not able to, not that I wasn't able to, I didn't reach out and ask when I needed help.
And now
I started to do that. Yes.
That's growth.
Yes.
Yes, it's a kind of like giving up control a little bit, you just like, I have to be perfect. I have to know this. I have to be able to do this myself. And you don't. Because we are a team. We are a family. And we all do it and support each other. So good thing I'm glad you're letting go of that a little bit, because it's going to help you grow. Yeah. And Leticia, what are you most proud of?
So I'm proud that I got to my 5. I kind of wasn't, like I said, when I started this was not at all in my plan. And that, of the 5, that there are a few motivated and want to do the business. So I'm trying to just help them move along and make it as easy as I can for them. This month, I think there was like a couple of things that I was like excited about, like hitting my 15,000. I just did that. So I was happy about that.
And that was in month 2.
Yes.
Yeah. So proud moments. Yes.
So yeah, that was exciting. Because I guess I think back to when I first opened my box and I got my kit. And I was like looking at that map and I was like, darn, I really want the knives, but I don't, that just seems like so hard, So then I thought, okay, well, I'll get the knives and that's it, because I'm not going to get 5 recruits. I mean, it was like, I guess having to overcome like that thought that it wasn't something that I could do or would do. And it's kind of surprising. I mean, well, it's just, I like challenges. So, I mean, I saw it as a challenge, but it's just, trying to, I guess I'm still working on the mindset thing of, managing this with my full-time job that I'm still working at. Like I'm kind of multitasking because I'm still typing. I have a document due that I'm working on as well. So it's just like trying to multitask and, manage both.
And take care of your mom.
And take care of my mom, yeah.
But you're making it work.
Yeah, so far.
Really well.
So hanging in there.
Yeah, we're proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just wish June had one more week, because I really wanted to
know.
This much.
But you're going to start the next with a bang, and it's going to be so good. So very exciting. We are so excited for you. Okay, guys. So now we are wrapping up the month strong. That's what we do every month, is we make sure that everything gets turned in. And where, let me see. We're going to share, where are you in your quest toward becoming a director. Chances are you're in 1 or 2 places right now, either working hard to reach director level by the end of the month, or you're in a good place to hit your target by next month, which that's where we're at, right? So we're just talking about that. That's what this topic is about. So what's one thing you need to focus on this week? Is it sales, booking, recruit, or all 3? So what we have is with you guys, I mean, I can definitely like veer off of this topic because we can make it very focused on what you need. If you're needing sales, we've got ideas. If you need bookings, if you need recruits. So we have 2 of you that aren't directors. So what are you guys needing most? Because is it sales, bookings, or recruits? Or what would you like to, or just go over it all? Since it's you 2, we can really streamline this.
Well, I need sales and bookings. My team is already there.
So you already got the recruits.
Mm-hmm.
Sales and, okay, so we're gonna skip right on over this one. All right, so sales during the last week and into next month, feature a product a week. So you guys, next month, you could do that. Like we had talked about in our parties, like the last day of the parties, it was the brownie pan. Now we're doing the donut pan, which thank you, Mary, you're working on the repricing. So, whoopsie, I got the wrong one, but I'll fix it. But doing a product of the week focus. So we can look at what the specials are, right? We can pick a product and we could talk about that in our shows, talk about that on our business pages. We can have our team do a challenge to sell whatever. So having a sales focus per week featuring a certain product. That's fun. That's different. That's not the same. And that kind of is exciting for your team to have a certain thing that everybody's working on together. And Michelle, you're working on, it says create a mega party and invite your new consultants to participate. That's going to bring in sales for the whole team. So good job for you. And everyone on your team host their own virtual party. Of course, they're trying to get bookings from other people, but have everybody do their own party again. You know, because I haven't done my own personal one in like a year or 2. So I could definitely pull my friends in, share new ideas, share recipes, go live during my segment, do a Zoom party, something, bring in my friends again, my network of people, and do a show again. For your people, have them do their own show because we have different specials, different recipes we could share, all kinds of things that are gonna help them bring new life to their friends. So encourage everybody. We're doing our mega party the first week. The second week, you're doing your own party. So just assign something per week for your team. And then everybody can, do a mega party again if they, don't feel comfortable doing their own, but have them have a host that you invite to a mega party if they're not doing their own next week. If they do their own, then the following week, find a host and do a virtual party. So every week have something going on. But what other ideas do you guys have about sales to help you get those sales in to make sure that everybody has what they need? Jennifer, Jessica, you guys have any ideas of sales that they could bring in?
I just put it in the chat, but we still have double donations for the Feeding America and Hope Lodge fundraisers too.
So that could be a product of the week, talking about.
Oh, were you talking about product of the week?
Well, hey, that's a good thing to
ideas.
bring up, girl. But that would be one that you could.
We were talking about just more ideas.
It is, definitely. But having them focus this week is all about Hope Lodge fundraiser. We're going to do a fundraiser this week, and it's all going to be focused on helping and the products that help that, ideas, recipes, tips, things like that. So yeah, that would be really good ones to focus. That would help bring in sales. Even if it's just for one day, we're trying to raise, so much money by selling so many of these. How many would you like to help? So you can have all kinds of ideas to help bring in sales, but having Hope Lodge is so great. And especially because they extended it and they're giving so much more. So yay. Thank you. Jessica, anything you got there?
I was saying the same thing. I was telling my team, talking or trying to work on something to suggest to them. Don't wait, because I'm guilty of this, waiting for someone to be willing to host a fundraiser. Pick a shelter, pick a cause, and do a fundraiser, and and people will come, people, you know, somebody's going to connect with it and then want to be a part of it and get their friends involved. So it's kind of the same thing, but
Yeah.
just, I feel like a lot of us wait until we have someone that wants to bring a fundraiser to us that's willing to do it. And I was like, man, if I was on direct ship, it'd be a lot easier, but heck, I'd look for as many causes as I could, and every month have a different focus and just have a party open basically for the entire month. That was just this month, everything that you purchase, you know, blah, 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 goes to this. And then different people will connect with that in your groups and in your friends. Some people are going to be more, you know, more involved if it's for an animal shelter, and some if it's, you know, for abused women or something, you know, whatever all the different things are. So don't wait for them to come to you. Make it, you know, do it yourself.
Yeah, and advertise it and have your friends share that post on their pages. And so really get the information out to the masses. So I like that.
Yeah, it would just be so much easier for those of us that aren't on direct ship. It's so much harder because you can't leave it open very long.
No, you have to do it just for the week.
And then all the declined cards, and you'd almost have to do a different one every week just to be sure, you know, or obviously if you didn't get any orders one week, you could hold it open, but I'm hoping all this stuff might open the door for that. Of course, that also might shut the door and say, no way, we're going to put anyone else on direct ship after the COVID stuff. You know?
Everybody's on direct ship. Yeah.
So I kind of wish they would just go ahead and say, you know what, let's open it up.
I love direct ship. Yeah.
I used to be so against it when I felt like I needed to control my sales as just a regular consultant. When I became a director, it was like, but if I need 6,000 in the month, and I'm, you know, but now I've done that, what we've said about how I schedule my parties. I usually got 3,000 or 4,000 in sales by the first week because I'm just doing all my stuff. So now it's not an issue for me anymore. And
beautiful. Yeah. Because everything just builds, you know, you have it. If it's scheduled that way, you never have stress. You know, it just is such a relief that you're like, okay, just next. Yeah. But I like the idea. So I think we should do a thread in our group of different fundraiser ideas that we could do. And so that way we could pick the ones, and maybe every month pick a new one, or every, you know, and then we could have a couple that we just continually advertise and help and support. So let's do that in that group. So good thinking. All right, you guys. Okay, so those are some great ideas to help get sales in. So just a few tips to get more bookings. And that's one of the things that most people don't have enough of is bookings. So follow up with the people on your contact list, of course. That's always something you want to do. Offer a challenge to book in the week of whatever. So you could always put out there to people, I am in a, you know, you could say I'm in a challenge and I'm so excited because this month we've got this and this for hosts, and I have these 2 dates left. First person to pick them, whatever. So you can always do a challenge of some kind. But with your contacts, you can go back to parties from months ago and still reach out to those guests and do your customer care. Customer care is huge. You have a 2 week, 2 day, 2 week, 2 month follow-up for customer care. You can go back to those shows from 2 months ago and see if they've got their products, see if they're using it, if they got them out of the box, if they have any questions, need a recipe. There's a new special this month. Let's get you some free stuff. So there's always a reason to reach out to your customers. And we already have the verbiage for you. So doing your customer care, that's a great way to get bookings. Another way is rockstar guests from past parties. Offer an extra gift if they book. If you've already closed the party, offer a gift, and their host can still get that half price when they book a party. So letting them know that, hey, you know, it's not too late to book a party. Next month, we've got this special in July, and host will get a half off at your party. And I'm offering a special gift for those that book in July of whatever. And you add it to their order when they close the party. So you're not doing it until their party is qualified and going through. So that's an idea to get extra bookings. And of course, like we always say, have your own party. If you need bookings, have your own, because you can, you know, throw that together in a day to get that started. But do you guys have any ideas? I would love to do a booking blitz this next week for our whole organization. Would you guys want to do that with us? Jessica, Jennifer? Do your teams need bookings? You're like, okay. So I have an idea that I'm going to
They
send
always
you-
need bookings.
always. I need bookings, it's never ending.
You do.
So yeah. But what it does is I have something that I took from a friend. So in every day for 5 days, a different leader goes on and does the booking tip video. So our teams could hear from you, from me, from, Mary, from whomever. So we could all take a day, share the video, and I already have the videos that we can listen to and, share verbatim what they say or add our own 2 cents. But it's a great way for our teams to hear from other people to get ideas. Because they can always hear it from me and then like, yeah, right? But if they hear it from someone else, the same thing, like, wow, did you hear what she said? I'm like, so I think it'd be really cool if we could each do a video and share it with a new booking idea that our teams could try. And it's just a new booking tip for the day. What do you guys think? You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I'll send that to you guys so you guys can read it and we'll figure it out. But encourage your team to do their own virtual parties. And I love the fundraiser theme. Pick an organization that you want to support and then you can do your own. But so there's always ideas of how you can get bookings and sales. The whole, I think the core of it is reaching enough people. If you don't make enough contacts, if you don't reach out to enough people, you're going to struggle. So it's all a numbers game, and it's really about the law of numbers is what it is. So 1 in 10 say yes. So if you're needing 3 bookings, 30 people. You need to reach out to 30 people a day to get 3 bookings. So until you have the schedule you want, you're still going to be doing 30 contacts a day. Once you have yourself booked up for 2 months, then you can go to 30 a week to keep yourself full. But until then, continue. Green dots, 30 green dot messages a day. Follow up with past guests, rock star guests, friends, family, everybody. So 30 a day. And like Michelle, she's writing them down, keeping lists. So that way you can follow up and make sure you know what you said last time. But that's how you're really going to get your business where you want, is having enough contacts. The word enough is like, it needs to be like super bold and big. Do you have enough? Enough leads, enough bookings, enough recruits? You never do. So you always need to be working towards that. So I don't know if you're able, but do you want to take the last little segment here, my friend?
Sure.
Did you
Yeah,
get to do that?
I think I did. I got it all done. Yes.
Okay, good job,
We're all
Mary.
good. Got your
Okay.
stuff taken care of too.
You mind too?
Yeah.
I'm so
just
blessed.
messaged
Thank
you.
my friend. Thank you. Okay.
So we're talking about supporting new consultants because at this point in our program, hopefully you've started growing your team, and supporting new consultants is a really important part of your role. But the most important thing that I think we want everyone to know who is starting to build a team is that you don't have to have all the answers. We don't even have all the answers sometimes. So don't worry about needing to know all the answers, because a lot of the questions that they have are going to be answered through the dash tasks that they're going to be doing. And there is a video in the Director Bound Session 4 task that is going to teach us how to use Dash and the Fast Track, your new consultant program. So take a look. I think everyone has, does everyone have access to that, or do we need to send that out?
If they have 1 recruit, I believe they have Director Bound access.
Okay. Otherwise, maybe we can post it in the group. The video of helping your new consultants get through Dash is what the video is. So there's also a Fast Track Your New Consultants in Dash program. And that one we want to make sure that we're taking as soon as we start recruiting people. So I think we have access to that as soon as we start recruiting. And it's just going to help you onboard your new consultants. So there's one called Welcome and Overview Task. So everyone wants to make sure to take that, take a look through it. And then in the resource library, there's also a checklist on everything that you should do with your new consultant to help keep you organized and on track and doing what you need to do and not forgetting things. There's a few things to just remember. This is a pretty, with Dash, I think it's pretty laid out for us. So There's just a few little simple things. You want your new consultants to complete all the tasks up to contact your recruiter. So when they first sign up, you're going to tell them, go into Dash, do all of the tasks up to contact your recruiter, and then then you can tell them, text me or message me, but set a timeline for that so that you're not waiting, 2 weeks for them to get it done. So you want to say something like, when do you think you can have that done by? In the next 2 days, in the next 24 hours. It should only take them like 5 minutes, maybe 15 if they are slow about it. But it is really fast. So you want to make sure that you're taking action right away. And then use that new consultant checklist that I talked about that's in the resource library, and the call outlines that are in the coaching calls in Dash. So just go through those coaching call outlines. Pampered Chef makes it pretty easy for us. Just like we've got the session agendas to just read through for you guys. Same thing for coaching your new consultants. You want to invite your new consultants to any calls that your team is having. Like we do a weekly new consultant orientation. So invite them to that, and you can be on it also and kind of learn how to coach those new consultants too. And then of course, add your new consultants to your team page and anything else. I know, Shelly, you guys have got a great system for onboarding new consultants. We're going to be working more on that too with our organization.
Yeah.
Yes. But really Dash does take a lot of the guesswork out of it. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, I just recruited somebody, go look on Dash. You'll have access to the fast tracking your new consultants, and everything is there for us.
Yeah.
Coaching call outlines, the checklist, and it makes it really easy knowing that these new consultants should be going through Dash and are going to get a lot of their questions answered through that too.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much it on supporting new consultants, unless anyone else has anything.
And there's a video we'll post.
Add.
We can, because I think everybody in our move into leadership has one recruit, right? Do you have anybody that doesn't have one recruit, Jennifer or Jessica?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, then so then we're gonna have to take this video, download it, and share it
Mm-hmm.
with the group. Okay, because it's so worth watching, you guys. It is. I mean, it is like foolproof. Really, you watch it. It says, "Do this. Click here. Say this. Say this," and there's no way you can mess it up. So, and most new consultants have the exact same questions. So if you have anything that's like, "Ooh, I don't know. Let me find out," and be okay with not knowing, because we're all learning together. So when your new consultants have a question that you're not sure of, you can either do a 3-way conversation or take a screenshot if it's messaging that you're doing back and forth, send it to your director so that we can help you with a response to that. But do the conversations, get in practice of that. And the first few times you do it, you're gonna feel nervous, you're gonna feel scared, but you do it scared. You guys just do it so that you get the practice and you get the flow. It's not only gonna help them, but it's gonna help you too. Because you're gonna learn and you're gonna be like, oh, I should have done that. Or, oh, that's a good idea. Because we're all learning and doing things, as we go. So this is a great learning tool for everybody. But yeah, so just do it scared if you're nervous. You could always do a 3-way conversation with your director for your first few recruits. So don't feel like you have to just do it on your own. You have us here. We are here to make sure that you are feeling confident that you are moving forward, and don't not do it because you're afraid. That's what's not going to help your new recruit, because remember, this is about them. We do this, our fear of not doing it right or doing it is only about us. It's not helping us for one, but it's not helping them either because they're not getting the information. So watch the video and just take your new recruit and say, I'm going to do this with you. We're going to do this together and we're going to learn. So, and that's the thing. You can't mess it up. Pampered Chef has put tons of money invested in this to make sure that we are giving them the best training. And it's just like our shows, copy paste, click and read.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Yeah. So, but any questions, you guys, so far? We're about wrapping this up, but I just wanted to see if you guys had any questions, anything that maybe you were like, oh, I wish we would have talked about this today, or I'm nervous about this, or I'm excited about this, or anything. So anything, you guys? Hi, Pamela. No? All right. Well, then we're going to keep on moving here. Okay. So fast track your new consultant program and Dash onboarding your new consultants. If you haven't done that yet, you need to go in and look at that yourself. Okay. Because like Michelle, you started before this came out. So I wasn't able to do this with you. So make sure that you go through it and look at it. So that way you can get familiar. And then you can take and do it with your consultants too. Even if they've been doing this a while. So even he's playing a video game. So even if they have been doing this a while, let everybody on your team say, we're going to take this training together. We're going to start from the beginning and we're going to all do this so that we get the same information. We're learning the same information and we are able to teach our new consultants the same information. Because if everybody's on board doing the same thing, everybody's gonna be like, oh, when you do this, you know, like say you tell them about the guide. Well, everybody's using the guide so they know exactly what you're talking about. If everybody's teaching the same for new consultant training, everybody's gonna get the same information and know what's going on. So do that for yourself. Let's see. Sending your new consultants to Dash. Okay, Jennifer, we do this and I can send it to you too, is when you get that email with a new consultant just signed up, you go to their text or a messenger and you send them the welcome text. And I'll put it on there, but it's like a text replacement and you do hashtag, I do welcome, hashtag well. And then it's like, hi, this is Shelly, your Pampered Chef director. I'm so excited you joined our team. You know, blah, 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 blah. I would love to get to know you. The first thing I would love for you to do is go to Dash, take your first 10 trainings. Should take about 15 minutes. When you're done, give me a call so that we can move forward from there. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow or the next day. So I mean, it's just a boop, done. So there's a little routine that we do. So every new consultant, as they sign, you send them this. When they respond, you send them this. So it's great that that's what you do, is as you get a new person, here's what you send. So I can send you guys what we're doing. We sat down together as our director team and we figured out what new consultant training is gonna look like. So if you like it, I can send you that. Yeah.
I think you already sent it to me.
Okay.
We just need
4
to.
weeks. Yeah, week 1,
Yeah.
week 2. Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's really good so that everybody, when they're new, they get that, here's what you do, and then everybody's on the same page. But all new consultants, like you were saying, go to Dash, because that gives them, you know, the great start. Their goals are kind of started, their whys, their, you know, all that stuff is put into place so that then from that forward, you know what they want and how to help them. We invite one person on your team to join the next director bound. So there's someone on your team, we did to get them where you're looking for. If there's someone that you thought of that didn't join us, send them to that group, because we have the posts in there so they can go back and review it. And then you can call them and say, hey, what'd you think? You want to get started? We're going to start next Monday. And then that way our new group will be put into that next page. So do you guys want to do next month's with us again?
I think we're going to talk about it because we have a lot of East Coast consultants. A lot, especially Jessica's team.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of like there for you.
hard for them.
Yeah. It's a tough time for them to be able to participate. So we talked about maybe trying to do one that's earlier for them.
Yeah, I'm okay with changing times too. You know, I know we have it set that we were doing 6:30 on Mondays, but heck, we could do, you know, sometime like 7 o'clock on Sunday night, you know, or like 10 o'clock a.m. on Sunday, you know, a day. So yeah, I want to help whoever needs it. So we could always do a morning with you guys and an evening with us. So wherever they're at, they could do either or.
Yeah.
So
That would be
we'll have a
great.
conversation and see what works.
Okay.
So for you guys, one or more selling, booking, or recruiting activities. So we were talking about doing the focus on a product of the week, or doing the fundraisers every week, mega parties, their own parties, those kind of things. For bookings, customer care, going back and reaching out to past customers, those kind of things. So figure out what topics you want to do, what ideas you want to implement, put those into our group of what you're going to be doing this week. Okay, because if you guys put that down that you're going to do it, you're going to inspire others to want to do it also. It also helps us to know what you're doing so we can follow up with you. And keep adding names to your contact list. You've got that hot list for recruiting and your follow-up list. That's going to be something that you put them on there that were interested, add them to our July 3rd opportunity event. You know, invite everybody. So have your list of recruits and of your bookings. Follow-up lists are crucial because that way you just flip back through page and they go, oh yeah, I didn't follow up with them. And so you just send them a quick message. But that list, like Michelle was saying, if you don't have your list of who you want to follow up with, then you're scattered and trying to find out who it was. But if you're organized and have it written down, it's just a quick reference. It doesn't waste time. It keeps you organized, feeling more confident. And that's what we want, is we want people feeling confident and moving forward. So yeah, so for everybody here, if you guys want, we are going to be doing the director round next month. So we will talk more about details. So we will be getting, we'll put those out for you as soon as we decide, but we want you guys to do this again with us. Because you get ideas from other people, you get new insight, you get different tips, you get things that are going to really help and inspire you. But even if you hear the same thing, you are on the right path. You are keeping yourself focused. You have Pampered Chef on the brain all the time, and that's what keeps you driving and focused. Because if you put it off for a little bit and you do other things, it's easy to get in the habit of not doing, right? So if you're constantly doing Pampered Chef a little bit every day, keeping the same mind focus of what you want, you drive for that. You actually move in that direction when you have it focused all the time and you have people that are always sending messages and getting you excited and keeping track and following up, those kind of things. So we are really, really excited that we get to work with you guys and to help you with your journey. But you guys, I can't believe this is our last month. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. Can you believe it? It's like, what is July? So weird to me. But you guys are not off the hook. We're still doing our 15-minute checkup with you guys on Wednesday because it's starting the new month. It's the new goals. It's what you're wanting to focus on, and we're going to help you with that for the next month. But celebrate what you've done. Celebrate the little things because that gets you excited and keeps you moving. But did you guys want to add anything? I know we're done here, but is there anything that Jennifer, Jessica, Pamela, you guys want to add?
Just thank you for letting us join you.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah.
It's been great. I think certainly not being familiar with the concept at all, I felt really intimidated about us trying to do something like this and participate. Now I'm like, we got this. We can.
Yeah, I know. It's like, that was it. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
No, I had no clue. So this was just a great forum and a great way to do it and be involved with everyone. So it's wonderful.
I'm so glad you were. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you guys, we are done for tonight. And remember, we are working this week toward next week's sales. So that is something that your team needs to focus on too. So next month, I'm excited that we're going to have so many.
It'd be awesome, June 1, to be able to be halfway.
July 1, what? What'd you say, Pamela?
But it would be awesome, July. I don't know. You can't hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Say it again.
I said it would be awesome, July 1, to have shows to submit and be like halfway there.
Oh, I know. I know. That's the best thing. You're like, okay, sweet. Yeah, like Leticia, she's going to have like 4,000. She's like, psh. Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry at conference. You can be there at conference, enjoying and learning and not worrying about, oh my God, by the time conference is over, it's almost July 15.
Yeah, and you're already green and you're already growing and excited. And yeah, so are you guys excited about National Conference? I'm so excited. Yes. But so what do you guys have planned for National Conference? Are you guys getting together?
I don't think so. We talked about it, but there's a lot of restrictions going into place.